Right, on that specific one, it's a short line out. I'll come back to it now again. Now, firstly, the two cleaners, if I can pause it right there, Franz and Bongi, they were not effective. Trevor, I mean, were not effective, because the only I can see this was not a structured move to attack from. I'll tell you why. Short line out. If you go back to the line out, the short line out, straight to Kwagga front ball. Now, you can't nicely attack from a front ball because the defensive numbers are all out wide. Firstly, that shows to me there's a kick coming and a planned kick. Secondly, you put your two big boys to clean the ruck. They didn't do it very effectively there, but Sia did brilliantly, went over the gain line and won the ball. Then thirdly, if you look at the scene was set for the box kick, especially the speed, how they all got there. Yeah. But my fourth point, the most important one, if that guy caught that ball and free kick for them, it was a terrible attack. So there you can see it if it plays on there, on that situation there. George Breach was just absolutely sleeping there. He read it well. So from the word go, that was a plan. Look at the chasers, two locks out. Dwayne is already sweeping at the back here. If it was attack, he wouldn't have been there. No one of those players would have been there if the plan was to play what you see off attack. They used their two big boys to set it up in the middle. You've got France and them there. You've got your two locks cleaning both sides of that, and your two wingers are applying the pressure.
Oh, wait, if I can, sorry, if I can jump in, I broke it down and I started getting into the heads of the Springboks in terms of why it is that they kick. And the only reason why I think they actually kick is because, the All Blacks, what they do in this area of the field is that they defend with a 13-2. So that means 13 frontline guys with two fullbacks trying to cover that kick. And the only reason, again, if you look at the kick space that could possibly have been charged out. And if the kick was executed properly, then there was opportunity. Because, again, this is not the first kick that we saw later in the game where they got the ball and retrieved the ball. Same thing. They set up in the middle, and then we kicked again. So for me, I think if I look at the way and why they kick, I do understand why they did. But again, they gained momentum with Sia launching in the middle. So that for me should have overridden the kick and kept the ball in hand to keep asking questions on the defense.
I just want to come in here. 100% right, but if you attack coach, and you've got certain guys all ready for the cover. You can see on the right there, Hooker and 8, ready for the counter-attack. This was a planned move where they scored. Thankfully, he made us stuff up at the back. But the whole menu was set up for the kick to go and score. We did it twice. It came off once. I'm talking attacking kicks in the 22. I'm not against that. That for me is a really a good gamble like they did there, especially the one later if it comes off.
But Swys, I mean, as we've
I'm not talking against myself.
We've chatted, and you say kick in the 22, we scrummed well, winning lineouts, breakdown point was good. With all the rugby you've been involved in, he scored knee in the 22. On the front foot, we want to keep the ball. Yeah, we got it right. And you're explaining it from a rugby point of view, what they're trying to achieve makes sense. But 22, front football. So I see.
If it's okay, let's rephrase. If it's an attacking kick into space, the ball fronts ground, and you score like we did last week with Faf and the blind, and they score, and you do that. We used to put it through Elton, put it through Ron, Mapo scores it right through. That for me is an attacking plan kick. And what about the old Gary Owens? They would put it up, comes down, like ice on top of it, comes down on the 22. That's fine as a plan to outsmart and to score, but it's not fine as the norm for 80 minutes.
Absolutely. I agree with you, because in that 22, when you take it back with the Lions, it was after a few opportunities with ball in hand, attackers, okay, defense 6 and 7s, we can kick it through. Last week, same story. We retained, we tapped quickly, then we grab it through. This one, let's put it to rest, because we know how to solve all the problems today. Let's move on.